what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do my English dub Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. Episode 372 review. So, this was the fire. And, they had a lot of fire spots in this episode. So, the head captain saves Kapachi. And he engages in the battle with the captain of the Quincy army, or whatever you call him, I guess. The head, or I guess king, or whatever they're calling him, I guess. But point being is the whole episode was basically centered around these two fighting. At the beginning, right before they went to the theme song, they did show Uryu, which had talked about this. As a matter of fact, during the episode, they did show like him actually reading the story about this, because he had thought it was only 200 years ago, not 1,000 years ago. And why the Quincy's and the Soul Reapers can't coexist. They did so show some flashback with him and Ichigo. But outside of that, it was really just a whole one-on-one drag-out fight between the head captain of the Soul Reapers and the head captain here of the Quincy's, basically. So they're fighting. They got this, he does his flame. He shows out his flame. They did show, one of the captains talking about, you're underestimating the Quincy captain. And it's like, maybe you're just underestimating our captain. So that was that spot as well. Head captain, just, he does his flames. And he's just getting really the upper hand on this, and I'm like, this looks a little bit too good to be true here. But now also I should say, I don't know if this was pointed out, but he also, I guess, lost an arm at some point, because I think there was like a part where he's like missing an arm, which is kind of weird. I don't know if that was described or not. But anyways, head captain goes in there. He's talking about, what happened 1,000 years ago to him. And he's all pissed about it. Eventually, he brings out his sword. That doesn't help. He puts out his flames, and he's just totally beating him up. And he even uses his Bankai, which is interesting because they're supposed to not be able to use the Bankais against them because they get stolen right away. That didn't happen, and he even puts out a theory after he stops using his Bankai that you can't steal my Bankai because you don't understand me, and that's why you can't steal it. Now, his Bankai actually has no flames, but it has like little flame things within the sword or whatever, which I guess damages him. There was also was also a moment when he then activated his ability where he basically brought back like all the dead Quincy's that he killed, and basically used them to try and take out the Quincy head captain. Eventually he just completely destroys him and cuts his body off, and arm off, and appears to have won the fights. The Soul Society has won. And they finally have gotten the upper hand, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, this was not the case. So the actual captain of the Quincy's basically, I guess, had a disguised person as him. And while he was doing this, while he had this imposter portraying himself, um, he was actually talking to Sosuke Aizen. There's a blast from the past, and wanted him to team up with him because they had a common goal of destroying the Soul Society and the Soul Reapers. And he declined because he doesn't like aligning with people. You know, so he ultimately ended up walking away from Sosei Aizen's prison, with him staying there. In the underground prison, as it's called. He does not kill Aizen because of his fusion. And that's why he decided not to kill him, despite Sosuke Aizen not wanting to join him. He's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave you in your little underground prison, if you know what I mean. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk anything happening, so you can just stay where you're at, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Sosuke Aizen's gonna have more of a significant part later on if they're actually showing him again. But we'll see what happens. It's kind of interesting seeing Sosuke Aizen again, because Sosuke Aizen hasn't been around since the first series, the first season. He hasn't been around since. I don't know if that's to the first or second season, but it was definitely the first season. I don't know if because I don't remember how Bleach aired out the seasons, but because the first season, I guess technically, I think ended when what's it called? Rukia was forced back into the Soul Society, and taken away from Ichigo or whatever. I think that was technically supposed to be the end of the first season. So it's the end of the second season, if I'm right on that. I don't remember how they handled their seasons, because they had a lot of episodes, so I never kept track of it. But anyways, regardless of whether it was season 1 or season 2, we haven't seen Sosuke Aizen in a long goddamn time, because it's been over 300 episodes. But anyways, so when the Quincy head captain, the real one, appears, he starts using his abilities, and so then of course the Soul Reaper the Soul Reaper head captain basically activates his Bankai again because he believes his theory is true, but unfortunately this time he does steal the Bankai, and he basically debunks his theory about him not knowing what his ability is. In reality, it has nothing to do with that. It's just that was not the objective for his imposter to do. He had to be powerful enough, and so he takes it, and now he basically has his Bankai. And this basically shocks, everybody. And the final moments of the episode was a white screen with blood pouring out. That's basically the final episode, and shocking probably everybody on the Soul Reaper side. So that's how the episode 6, technically episode 372, ends. It's not looking good for the Soul Reapers right now. Short and sweet, to the point, at the end of this review here. What will happen in the next episode? I'm not sure, but this is getting crazy now because the Quincy army has the upper hand here, guys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is the end of the review. Make sure to comment, rate if you like this video or my reviews. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for all the latest content. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. My peace. Also, to make sure, besides my YouTube channel, SS Ultimate Goku, you go follow me on Twitch, the SS Ultimate Goku, Instagram, SS Ultimate Goku, and also I do have my Discord, link in the description for all fictional media discussions, like anime dubs, cartoons, live action, movies, TV shows, sports, all that good stuff. So make sure to check it out. And now I'm out. Peace.